The morning air was heavy with anticipation. Men crouched in shallow foxholes, staring at a horizon that seemed calm, almost too calm. Behind them, preparations moved with quiet precision, artillery aligned, tanks waiting in the mud, aircraft poised overhead. In less than an hour and a half, everything would change. Orders were whispered, signals exchanged. Every second counted. Some obeyed instinct, some obeyed training, some hesitated, just long enough to matter. By the time the first explosions ripped through the German lines, the outcome had already begun to take shape. 90 minutes, that was all history asked for. And in those 90 minutes, a small village in northern France would reshape the way wars were fought forever. It was July 1918, and the Western Front had stalled. The war had ground men into mud, barbed wire, and blood. Months of stalemate had convinced many that progress was impossible. But the Allies were learning, slowly, carefully. The Australian Corps, under General Sir John Monash, had been planning something different, a coordinated assault designed to synchronize infantry, tanks, artillery, and aircraft. Every detail mattered, the right tank at the right time, barrage that stopped just short of advancing troops, communication lines that couldn't fail. Confidence ran deep, but it was fragile. One misstep, one delayed signal, one misjudged obstacle, and the plan could collapse entirely. The stakes weren't just land or even victory. They were the future of modern warfare. The attack began just after dawn. Artillery roared first, striking German defenses with precision, and then, almost immediately, the infantry advanced. The first 10 minutes were chaos-controlled, men moving through mud and shell holes, tanks cutting through obstacles, pilots relaying messages overhead. Every action was timed, every step rehearsed. By the halfway mark, the German defenders were disoriented, machine gun nests abandoned, trenches evacuated. The line that had seemed unbreakable now bent, then snapped. The Australians pressed forward, seizing objectives block by block. Tanks rumbled over barbed wire. Artillery fire shifted just ahead, clearing paths but never striking too far. The final minutes were a rush of precision and exhaustion. Signals flickered, orders shouted across fields, and yet the plan held. What had been designed for 90 minutes ran just a little longer, but every second mattered. By the time it ended, the village was in Allied hands. The operation had succeeded not through brute force, but through coordination, timing, and innovation. Once the guns fell silent, reality settled over the battlefield. The cost was measured: 1,600 German casualties, fewer than 1,400 Allied, remarkably low given the scale and precision of the assault. Commanders reviewed maps and reports. Positions thought secure had fallen, trenches abandoned without a fight. The human toll was evident, but the tactical success was unmistakable. For the first time, a modern combined arms operation had worked exactly as planned. The shockwaves traveled quickly. Officers and soldiers alike realized the battlefield itself was changing. No longer could infantry advance blindly behind artillery. Coordination, timing, and integration became the new standard. In 90 minutes, a single, carefully executed attack had rewritten the playbook. The effects of Le Hamel rippled far beyond the village. Other Allied commanders began studying Monash's methods. The lessons in timing, integration, and precision informed future offensives, from Amiens to the final push across France. This was more than a victory. It was a proof of concept. Wars would be fought differently now. Hesitation became risk. Coordination became a weapon. Innovation became a requirement. The village itself faded into history, quiet fields replacing trenches. But the strategies forged there endured, quietly shaping operations for months and years to come. History rarely rewards small villages, but sometimes, in 90 minutes, a place can change the future forever. 90 minutes was all it took, all it needed to reshape tactics, doctrines, and expectations. The Battle of Le Hamel reminds us that history doesn't always arrive with fanfare. Sometimes it arrives in a calculated window, in decisions made with precision, and in moments where every second counts. What seems small, local, or fleeting can ripple outward, shaping what comes next in ways no one anticipates. And in the case of Le Hamel, a single morning in northern France changed the course of modern warfare forever.